What's up, guys? Taco here with Amped Up Outdoors. I'm in the kitchen here. We're outside of the headquarters. I got Katie with me.
What's up, guys?
We're gonna do a Long John Silver style fish batter. Katie, this is Katie's kind of recipe, so I'm gonna let her do most of the talking, kind of sit in the background and just be the cameraman for once.
All right, guys, so we're gonna get started. This isn't necessarily the healthiest fish recipe, but it is pretty good. So we've got all our ingredients over here. The good thing is most of this stuff you probably already have in your house. Flour, sugar, baking soda, cornstarch, paprika, onion powder, baking powder, salt, pepper, and our final ingredient, which we'll add at the end, is the club soda. Kind of gives us this little fluffiness. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna take 2 cups of flour. Always messy with the flour. Alright, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Alright. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Alright, half a teaspoon of baking powder. Alright, I've got my 2 teaspoons of salt already measured out. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper already measured out. Alright, now we need a half a teaspoon of paprika. And a half a teaspoon of onion salt. Onion salt is cool. There we go. I'm just going to mix that around real good. Doesn't have to be perfect, you just kind of want to get everything blended. Alright, now we're ready for our final ingredient. Just 16 ounces of club soda. It's kind of hard to find that size, so I just get the bigger bottle. It takes about half. Carefully open because I've been on the bad end of that once or twice. Alright. You'll see it getting nice and bubbly. Alright, so that's about half of our bottle. I'm just going to mix that up. Now the other nice thing about this recipe is if you want to do maybe a beer batter instead, you can always substitute the club soda for beer. We've done it before. It actually turns out very well.
So instead of 16 ounces of club soda, you use 16 ounces of beer, correct?
For the beer one, it tends to change it just a little bit. So I would say start off with 12 and kind of, add until you get to the consistency you want. In fact, I'm even going to add just a little bit more. It should be just a little bit watery, not too much.
Okay.
All right, so this is about the consistency of the batter you want. It's going to stick to the fish enough, but it's not too watery. So we've got our oil heating up and our fish cut. We're just going to give it a quick test and see if we're ready. That looks like we're not quite there yet. Close. All right, so here we go. Simply pick up my piece of fish with my fork, Kind of swirl it around that batter, get a nice coat. And just plunk it in. Now the nice thing about this batter is it's super easy to tell when it's done. It gives you a really nice pretty brown. And my only other suggestion for this is to do small batches, because as you can see, this stuff gets like the Long John Silver's fish, the little flakies and stuff that float around, and it'll kind of stick to each other, so I don't do a whole bunch at once. I'll do this for the first batch. Just flip them. Brown yet, so let those stay.
Like I say, if you drain your fish on a wire rack, helps get that excess grease off, and it'll make them real nice and crispy. Like I said, we just use a wire rack. We put a paper towel underneath of it to catch any of the grease that drips out. So basically what we got going right here is a tray full of deliciousness right now. She's almost done battering up the fish and getting it all fried up. Like I said, probably got 1 or 2 more batches.
As you can see, everything is that real nice golden brown color. When you see that color, both sides, it's usually about ready to pop right out.
Like I said, this recipe will work well with snakehead. It will work well with perch. It will work well with rockfish. It will work well with catfish. Like I say, today we're doing it with cod because we're in the middle of winter. Had a little injury and haven't had a chance to go get any fresh fish.
And if you have people in your family who aren't seafood eaters, this is actually really good on chicken too. Alright guys, so here's our finished product. We're getting ready to chow down. Check out the end of the video for a picture of the recipe and all the details, and hope you enjoy it. Check you next time.